Welcome 2017. Hi, I'm Joel Sweeney. Well, it's New Year's Day and 2017 has indeed arrived. I hope that each and every one of you has had an opportunity to spend quality time well, first and foremost, that you've had an enjoyable holiday and that you've gotten the opportunity to spend quality time with family and friends during the holidays. I certainly have on my end and have thoroughly enjoyed it. Feel rejuvenated, feel recharged, and looking forward to 2017. And and I thought I would blog on this particular post, I guess because it's appropriate and timely, is around goal setting. We hear an awful lot about setting New Year's resolutions, and for me personally, I don't like the concept of resolutions. You can argue the semantics of, what's the difference between a resolution and a goal. Um, I don't know, maybe it's the wording, maybe it's the connotation that we've built up for resolutions over the years because they're typically associated with New Year's. And I don't know about you, but my experience in the past is I have had very few New Year's resolutions that I had basically stated or put down or affirm myself to, or whatever process that it was at the time. I have had very few, and I mean very few, probably count on one hand through all my years that I actually followed through on them. Goals, on the other hand, I like that because for me, goals apply to any time of the year. And yes, this is a good time of the year to really think strategically about your goals and, build your strategy. So lay out your plan for the year. So having a goal is not, by itself, is not going to cut it. You got to have a plan for how you're going to achieve that goal. And having so it's just kind of layers to it. I think we need a strategy. So our strategy is kind of our vision for the year, what we want to do, what we want to achieve, those sorts of things. Now, to realize that strategy, we need to set up individual goals and objectives to get there. And so we can set those goals, we can have them clearly identified as best we can at the start of the year. But I think the reality is that as we go through the year, those goals will become more obvious to us as we gain more knowledge going through the year. So we start out with one or two early goals, and then based on the knowledge that we gain from those, the insights that we gain, we can set up additional goals that would be a logical follow on to them and still supporting the overall strategy that we set out for ourselves. And we may still want to make some tweaks and adjustments to the strategy because now we have more information and we have deeper insight. But it's a constant awareness, I guess, of and a constant focus of our energies. And having goals will give us a very definite purpose to the work that we're doing. So we're not just working blindly. We're working towards an objective, something that we want to realize. So as you start the year, set goals for yourself. Absolutely. Like I said, for me personally, but if you want to use the word resolutions, and for whatever reason it works in your world, then by all means go with that as well. But you still got to have a plan. You still got to have a plan on how to get there. And you need to have an overall strategy. And your strategy is your blueprint. What it is that you want to be, what it is you want to achieve, what's the overall picture look like? And then the goals get layered on top of that and the plans for achieving those goals and tweaking and adjusting and constantly referring back to that bigger picture as you progress throughout the year. And that's your tip for this year and this week rather, and the start of this year. I wish each and every one of you a very happy new year and much prosperity in the months to come. Now go out and make your voice heard.